Okay. The Brigmore Witches. So as I said with the Knife of Dunwall, I never played these when they were released, but I do own them and have owned them since whenever they were released. And since playing Dishonored 2, I decided to go back to them because I really should have played them before I played Dishonored 2. Let's go ahead and get started. A save game of the Knife of Dunwall has been found. You can use your progression in the Brigmore Witches, who retrieve your equipment and powers. Which progress do you want to use? Well, I only have one, Low Chaos, so that's nice. This is what I wanted it to do for the second game, was to use what you chose to do with your path the first game to influence the second game, because some games do that, like The Witcher. But unfortunately, this did not, the second game did not do that. It canonically chose the Low Chaos option. Let's go Low Chaos. You've chosen to use the Low Chaos progression of the Knife Dunwall. Continue. Yes. Well, where's normal? Is veteran normal? Yes. Daud's hideout. Troubled sleep. You've been ill at ease ever since you assassinated Empress Jessamine Caldwin and aided in the abduction of her daughter, Emily. Yes? Didn't we go through this already in the Knife of Dunwall?
He knew. The black-eyed bastard knew that when my blade stilled the Empress's heart and delivered her daughter to the Lord Regent's men, everything would fall to pieces. He watched me do it anyway. And now the world's gone mad. Plague grinds the city down. Corruption rots. A mad killer roams the streets by night, seeking revenge. The overseers have stormed my hideout in the flooded district. And I'm in a strange duel with a mad witch named Delilah for the fate of the Empire. I'd say I was being punished, but I know that the world doesn't punish wicked people. We make our choices and take what comes. And the rest is void. I can't say I wasn't warned. The men are recovering well from the attack, but they don't understand the danger they're in. My mother warned me never to make an enemy of a witch. Corvo, here to settle our debt. You understand, I won't make this easy for you.
Oh, I actually fight him. How do I do this without... Well, obviously, canonically, he can't get killed. But how do I go? He is a terrible fighter. Sorry, now I'm just laughing. Wait, where are my power? Oh, okay. Is there a way of, Is there a way of not fight, or is this a dream sequence? Hey! Owie. Trying to get him to hit me so I can parry it, but... It's not fair. You really...
What is it?
Thomas has returned with the information you requested. He's waiting for you below.
Was it a dream sequence? That was just a very clunky and awkward fight. Maybe that's because I played the first game or the second game recently. I was just... It's kind of weird. Corrupted charm. Bone charms are powerful bone charms that come with a cost. Locate them like normal bone charms by listening for the song they emit from the void gaze. With the void gaze power, equip them in the bone charms tab. A note from Billy. Daud. No need to waste breath with apologies or excuses. You taught me that. All I can say is that as soon as I left Dunwall, my head felt clear, maybe for the first time. You told me once that people like us burn hot. They burn up. We don't get a chance to start over. No long days in the sun. But I know you, Daud. Despite all the blood on your hands, you've been stashing coin. No one does that if they're not holding on to something. You've got some kind of plan, some hope for a new life. Maybe you knew, maybe you didn't. But that's what you gave me when you let me walk away. The one thing you said that wasn't possible, and I will never forget that. When the time comes, and it will, I hope you're watching close so you get that chance too. I left a book for you. The world is big, bigger than I knew. There are lots of places where an old man like you could disappear. Port of Calls. So this just introduces all the other continents that we already knew exist. Dunwall Crystal. Oh, the continent is Crystal. Dunwall is the city. I called it in a different video I was doing. I called the continent Dunwall. Dunwall is the city. So there's Crystal. Porterstead is also in Crystal. Morley is the continent. Colkney. Yarrow and Tivia. Calero and Serkonos. And Karnaca and Serkonos. Karnaca is the capital. Man, and I also brought this up, so I'll probably discuss it throughout while I'm playing. Regency and Emerging Powers. Is this a normal book? Yes, it's just a normal book. I don't need to read that. Cobbled Bits of Bone. That's about the charms. Which I hear a rune? The Reclamation of Dunwall. Well, it didn't give me my stuff back. Why is it still my gun? What? Hello? Hello? Okay, I guess I'm still in a tutorial and I can't switch. Do I hear a rune? I feel like it's bugged. I can't do anything. I feel like that's bugged. Yeah, it was. Okay. There we go. Oh, but it's down below. Yeah, so the thing that I was getting into in a different video was, and I get it, they had to have known they were making a sequel, but in the previous, The Knife of Dunwall, the Outsider, blueprint for my thing. This is about the Void. outsider told Daud that 8 people currently, and I believe he says currently, like at the time of meeting Daud in the Knife of Dunwall, 8 people have the mark. Sarkonos hinting at the DLC, the Whalers, which is us. And I looked into some things, like I looked up to see if there was any knowledge of who those 8 were, and every one of the posts is like people who are not understanding it, or maybe I just heard it wrong. Equipment, which I already have my sword in my hand, but okay. A rune. And now I get the new ability of pull, so I'm just gonna save up for that. Yeah, so either I understood it wrong or everyone else is understanding it wrong, but I could have swore he said 8 people currently. Thomas's journal. Currently have a mark. And everyone's like listing people who are either dead or Emily who doesn't get the mark until she's an adult. And it made no sense. But it just disappointed me because, is there a map of Dunwall? Or a map of the Isles? No. Because the studio's closed, so there's never going to be another sequel. Basically the last game of the series is Deathloop. But I wanted to visit the other countries. Oh, because it's taking place directly after? Why are there still overseers here? Okay. Because obviously the people who are missing who don't have marks, who are like the other 5 people, because it's Granny Rags, Daud, and Corvo. During this time period, they're the only ones with a mark. The other 5 people who are missing are obviously... Why do you get a name, Thomas? And why are you wearing gray? Are obviously from the other continents. And I would have loved to visit some of the other continents and see what things are like, especially because the thing that really annoyed me is that Corvo, Daud, and Granny Rags basically all have the same powers. All 3 of them have Blink, whereas Emily gets Far Reach. If you haven't played the game before, Emily will have different powers when you play as Emily. Granny Rags and Corvo both spawn rats, whereas Daud spawns assassins? Kind of makes no sense. All of them get the Void Gaze, which is, I guess, just the normal natural one. But then Daud gets Slow Time and Corvo gets Slow Time. Did Emily get Slow Time? I don't remember if Emily gets Slow Time, and I just played this, but I was just so annoyed that they all, like the 3 of the 4 people we get to know who have a mark. There's Delilah, but Delilah also has a different set of powers that are different from everyone else. So why did Granny Rags, Daud, and Corvo have to have the same basic setup? And I wanted another game, a 3rd game, because I want to see what else people were doing with their powers, because he had to mention 8 people have the mark currently. And it's just, it's kind of disappointing. Because they really could have branched out into that. And maybe they do. I haven't played Death of the Outsider, but that would have been a great thing in Death of the Outsider, of going to find the other people who have the mark, and being like, hey, we're taking the Outsider down. You have the mark. Will you want to help us out, or do you want us to kill you? And maybe that is what they do. I doubt it. But, yeah. There's rant over. Let's go ahead and read Thomas's journal. We're apparently going after someone named Lizzie Stride. A recent journal entry written in a careful hand. Well, good to know Thomas has a careful hand. I don't want the people under my control like under my watch, to have non-careful hands. Our troubles began with a name, Delilah, a mystery given to Daud by the face he sees in his dreams, and whose voice he hears when kneeling at the shrines hidden in the lost parts of the city. None of us have ever heard this voice, but we know its power. It spoke to our master, telling him of his coming doom and saying that solving this riddle was the only way to escape. We knew nothing of Delilah, except that we found a whaling ship by that name. This is just to catch you up if you didn't play Knife of Dunwall. A tenuous connection, but where the outsider's word is concerned, there are no coincidences. We discovered the ship was named after a woman who once walked the halls of Dunwall Tower with Jessamine Caldwin. Later, she became a painter, an apprentice of Sokolov himself, until she snared an aristocrat patron named Arnold Timsh. We met with Timsh's niece, who offered us information on Delilah in exchange for eliminating her uncle. Removing aristocrats was our specialty, so our master agreed. With Barrister Arnold Timsh gone, his niece divulged everything she knew. Delilah was much more than a painter, and she was hiding in the old Brigmore manor outside the city. But by then, we were too late. Delilah anticipated our threat. For some time, she had been working her corruptive influence on the best of us, the assassin Billy Lurk. Delilah turned Lurk against us, and together they sold us out to the overseers, which I think this is a retcon, because I'm pretty sure when you're playing as Corvo in the main story, isn't it? Or maybe they don't know it was Billy at the time. No, because this is taking place, from what this said, is it still a retcon? But I thought they mentioned, or there's like a letter or a note that you read that mentions that Hiram Burroughs, ordered the attack on Daud to cut up loose ends. I thought that's what had happened, but I could be wrong. Where was I? So we were returned to our hideout in the flooded district. We were swarmed by gold masks and hounds. There were no hounds. I think there was probably there were no hounds. But Daud is quick and wise in our trade. In the end, he kept us alive. Though there were losses. Okay, but yeah, those were the people I couldn't save. They were already dead by the time I started the mission. Now our resources are strained. Some of the men are grumbling. I see the strain on Daud's face. Killing the Empress, handing over her daughter. Those are not easy burdens to bear. And Lurk's betrayal weighs on him heavily. His sleep is troubled by curses and shouts. Now we make preparations to strike back at Delilah. She's planning something in Brigmore, something that affects everyone in the Isles, and she will be expecting us, like our master. She shares her gifts from the outsider with those who follow her. How many are they, I wonder? I have no secrets from my master. My loyalty is without question, but I fear these may be the last days of the Whalers. Perhaps the last days of Daud. Wow, way to spoil it. Hey.
I found Lizzie Stride. Getting her to lend us her boat will be a bit complicated, however. She's in Coldridge. From what I hear, they've got enough on her to hold her for about 1,000 years.
Coldridge. We can use this. We'll get her out. And Stride will have to pay back the favor. We'll have our transport.
Ready to leave, sir? Or should I wait?
Go ahead and, wait.
At your pleasure.
Sorry, I don't normally talk down to you guys, but it happens sometimes.
They say he let Rothwild live. Is Daud getting soft?
Rothwild's not coming back anytime soon. You should spend more time thinking about your form.
Anytime you think I'm a little soft, you're welcome to come by my office. Bring a blade.
The look away. As the other dude bails, he's like, wait, oh shit, yeah, I should go too. Nice. Okay. What else you guys got to say about me?
Corvo's out there, Daud. It's a matter of time before he shows up here.
He's got the Lord Regent's army to chew through first.
Okay. So that was a dream sequence.
Taking prisoners is exactly the sort of thing I'm talking about.
You don't have to remind me. It's Billy's doing that the Overseers found us. That wasn't Daud.
Daud should have caught it. Daud. Ever vigilant, I see. Are we leaving soon to Brigmore?
Interesting times, gentlemen. Overseers in the flooded district. Witches abroad in the city. Traitors in the ranks. I'd be nervous too. Then I'd remember who killed the Empress in Dunwall Tower. And came out untouched.
I accidentally got too close and it cut the conversation short, but it's fine. Knife of Dunwall, A Survivor's Tale.
This will hold while we're away. Anything short of cannon fire.
Let's hope it won't come to that.
Right. Okay, I don't know why there's just runes lying about. Do I tell my people to do this for me so I can go find them? Pull. It's basically just a pull. We can silently disable a security system. Hey, why didn't you dip when I talked to you?
What are you going to do when Corvo arrives?
He won't make it past the Weepers and the river crusts. The city's changed since he was the Royal Protector.
You literally had a nightmare about him, bro. Okay, I didn't talk to...
I've made a mess of the access ways, but it had to be done. If I come back, I'll take it all down.
We'll be back. And then you can burn those Overseer drapes while you're at it.
Okay, so you leave.
After Corvo's escape, it's going to be more difficult to break into Coldridge. They've installed arc pylons, and they're blaring Overseer music over the loudspeakers. Our talents will be suppressed until we get inside.
I have other talents.
Okay.
Begging your pardon, Daud, but I don't think it's safe to leave these Overseers holed up in the refinery.
It's a new game now. They know where to find us. We just have to make them afraid to.
Okay. Was there no bone charms here? Other than the one I already grabbed? Yo. Oh, I didn't re-grab this. Okay. When the game bugged out. I wanted to go outside, but I don't think they want me to go outside. So we're gonna go ahead and start the mission. Oh, I guess I should see what this bone charm actually does, huh? Because it took off all my other ones. Tank. Benefit. Damage taken is reduced. Penalty. Overall movement speed is reduced. Well, if I'm gonna be stealthing, I don't really need that. Potions give me back more health. Find more ammo, which I don't need because I'm not gonna be killing. Summons assassins, do more damage. Drop assassins, you regenerate mana faster. More mana. Max health increased. Adrenaline rage. Weapons don't slow me. Bolts break less often. Drinking from water fountains gives health. Mana is slightly increased. So what do I not need? Robust? No. Oh, whoops. Wait, what was Fleet Fighter? Alright. T-Man.
Is it time to go, sir?
Slowing down time. Yep. Was that an actual mission? Low didn't kill anyone. Huh. Okay. First mission done.